How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're having a look at RuneWorld, a server that's been around for about a few months now and has some really cool features like custom bosses and item dismantling, which I'll cover later on in this video. The server's constantly being updated and has active staff as well as a stable growing player base, so if you want to check it out, I've put a link in the description of this video. Hop on and see what you think. Alright, with that being said, let's jump in game now and see what it's like. So the home area is situated in Edgeville, and from here you can access a wide variety of things like different shops for supplies, teleports to bosses and training areas, and you can also utilise the player owned shops feature, which allows you to quickly buy and sell items. To the north you have Mandrith, who handles the artifacts and PK point system. As you can see, you've got a PK point store which has lots of very juicy looking gear. You also have this Ghost Town citizen who, if you speak to, will teleport you to the Ghost Town, and if you say sure, teleport me there, you'll see that it's actually multi and in level 60 wilderness, and it is full of revenants which you can kill for high level drops, so that's definitely a cool place to check out. Obviously watch out for PKs. In the bank you've got the player owned shop manager that I mentioned earlier. Pretty intuitive system. You can view other people's shops and see what they're selling, and you can also manage your own shop or claim your earnings if you're selling items. Over here is a pretty interesting NPC called Boromir, who has a shard exchange shop containing lots of top end gear which can be purchased using Levatic shards. To obtain these shards you need to teleport to the volcano and sacrifice items to the golem, who will give you shards in return. I'll put a link in the description of this video to a page that gives more information about how much each item rewards, but essentially the rarer the item, the more shards you receive. To the south of the bank you have the majority of NPCs that sell items. Obviously you have the player owned stores for more obscure items. However, if you just want to buy or sell pretty standard stuff like mid-level gear and supplies, then this might be a useful area to check out. It's also worth noting there's a trivia reward store here too, which you can buy some pretty decent stuff from, like lamps and mystery boxes, as well as a charming imp which collects summoning charms for you. For anyone who doesn't know, trivia is just a system where questions pop up in the game chat and the first person to answer correctly will receive points which you can spend in the store. Equally, they have a boss point store, which is a nice incentive to go bossing, as you can start off killing bosses with standard gear and then use your points to upgrade after killing more bosses. There's also a loyalty point system which you can spend in this store here. As you can see, some of the titles can be bought and others require you to unlock them. Some of them are pretty simple, things like Killer require you to kill another player, however you have got some like Maxed, which means you need to get 99 in every skill to unlock this title. So that's pretty much the home area. Obviously it's just a base to use in between certain activities. If you want to access things like training areas or bosses and such, then I'd recommend clicking this T, which brings up loads of different teleports that are divided into different categories like monsters you can train on, or bosses and player killing zones. Now, something pretty cool you might want to try, particularly if you are into bossing and manage to make it to the stage where you've got decent stats and gear, then you can head over to Golem, and instead of using weapons and such on him, you use 5000 Tokkul, allowing you to access the Forgotten King boss. As you can see, I've used the Tokkul on him and say yes, take me there. We actually jump into the volcano, which is pretty damn sweet, and we're in this little customized area. This is the custom boss. As you can see, it's called the Obsidian King, and that thing looks pretty damn beast. So if you guys like PVM and you want a bit of a challenge or something a bit different to check out, would definitely recommend trying this. Something also pretty cool that's useful for bossing is the drop logs and NPC drop table. Not only does it allow you to see what drops you've gotten from bosses, but you can also look at each individual drop table. For example, if we look at the Forbidden King here, you'll see it drops Obsidian Armor and Lord Marshal, as well as things like a Fire Cape and some pretty juicy cash pals. Overall, it's a really nicely developed server with a really helpful team of staff and dedicated owners. There's lots of content to check out, ranging from things like mini games to custom bosses. So if you want something a bit different to try, then be sure to click the link in the description of this video. And also leave your in-game name if you play already, as I think I might do some future videos on here, including a potential giveaway. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave some feedback down below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all soon for a new video. Cheers guys, take it easy.